Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we've been doing a few videos now of using different units and different teams in the BUUHAN, like, new red zone stage, and I've had a couple of comments actually asking me to try out the AGL Blue Boys / VEGITO Blue from the worldwide celebration. So I thought we would go ahead and do that here now. We are running a team for their team, right? So double AGL Blue Boys leads. We've thrown both the 5-year fusions on here. We've got the GT duo for the potential revive. I've also got God Goku on the team. God Goku is a unit that I think could be quite interesting in this event because, of course, this event does go on a little bit longer than some of the other endgame stages that we have, especially on Global, which means he's going to get a lot of chances potentially to stack. Now, of course, in the first phase, the fact that we can be sealed is kind of annoying, right? Because the Blue Boys can build up attack depending on how many of their... Is it their 12 key that they stack on, I think? But of course, them getting immediately sealed on the first turn is kind of annoying. And then we have, yeah, VEGITO and Gogeta will, of course, transform turn 4, or, you know, afterwards, depending when they're next on rotation, and get the 100% dodge, which can be very useful. Because this event, like, it's weirdly stacked so that, like, the earlier phases are the harder ones, really. So having that available is going to be very good. Also, an interesting thing to note for this stage is because we have a lot of bits, like with this first stage especially, but there's a few of the stages that do it, where we lose HP at the start of the turn. That could actually potentially help us get to the fusion condition for AGL VEGITO Blue, which I know is most people's biggest, like, issue with this character, right? Is how annoying sometimes it can be to actually get VEGITO Blue out, because once we get past a certain turn, of course, the Blue Boys lose the ability to guard, and then if you're not fusing into VEGITO at that point, you can end up getting caught out. Now, there's a couple of STR phases in this event, so if we're not able to get the VEGITO Blue fusion straight away, it's not necessarily the end of the world. But there is the Tech Buu Piccolo stage, and of course he does very regularly super attack in slot 1. So we're going to want to make sure that we are nice and ready to go and fused by the time we get to that point. And then, of course, we do have the active skill for the VEGITO Blues, which gives them a 100% chance to dodge on that turn. So that we'll be able to use that to our advantage as well. So get the 5-year fusions floated off on their first turns so that they come back and transform immediately. Getting a couple of additionals off here in the last slot. Do a little bit of damage to Blue Tanks. And of course we seal God Goku, the unit that I want to see get the additionals and get a stack, get as many stacks as possible. So yeah, these guys with their super attacks, the 18 key is an infinite stack of defense, and then the 12 key is an infinite stack of attack. So I guess we'll just do this and then get these so that you've got, at least you've got your guard and the extra dodge chance. But yeah, super annoying that we won't be getting any supers off with God Goku here. But the Blue Boys, of course, still guarding. There's the dodge. They can still be very good in slot 1, because even once they've aged to the point where even with their guard they're taking damage from normals, they do have that dodge chance for slot 1. And of course, once we fuse into VEGITO, that's when we can start to go crazy. But man, I swear, this first phase against Blue Tanks, pretty much always, he picks the worst possible unit to seal, right? Like, he absolutely has a vendetta against Tech Gohan, which is unsurprising because Tech Gohan is super good, especially in this event. But the number of times I will bring a team, any different build, but I have Tech Gohan, I swear he always gets sealed by this Blue Tanks. And of course, God Goku, especially considering we want God Goku to get as many stacks as possible before we get to the STR phases. God Goku getting sealed is pretty annoying. At least the GT duo didn't get sealed 2 turns in a row, which means they've now, I believe, supered enough times to have their full build-up of their damage reduction. So that's very good. And of course, we can keep stacking their attack and then potentially get the revive and drop a big old Spirit Bomb a little bit later into the event. So that's going to be good. So let's see. We can go ahead and... We probably do still want to get build up here. And of course he seals VEGITO. Bruh. Alright, well, let's... I guess we don't need to worry about super or key then, because you're not going to super attack anyway. So we'll do this. We can get some stacks with you, and then I guess we'll grab this. Typical. Again, always sealing the worst possible candidate for the turn. Because VEGITO, of course, able to do a ton of additional attacks. Get loads of crits. Would have been able to do a very solid amount of damage here, but... he gets sealed. At least that means we get a bit of build-up with the blue boys. Because, of course, the more build-up we get with them before we fuse into VEGITO Blue, the stronger VEGITO Blue is going to be. But, of course, we don't want to be kept waiting too long and then get caught out with these guys once their guard has run out, right? So, any additional 12 key supers here are welcome because we are stacking our attack. Especially in slot 1, it's people's probably next biggest complaint outside of their fusion condition is the fact that their attack stats are certainly not the highest if they're in slot 1. Or sorry, if they're in slot 1. If they're in slot 2, they get extra attack. But then, of course, in slot 2, they don't get as much defense. So even with the guard, taking a bit of damage there, but that's fine. We do want to be taking some damage so we can actually get these VEGITO Blue fusions in here, right? So... I think what we'll probably try and do on this next turn, if we're not going to fuse with this Goku and Vegeta, is probably try and avoid any same type orbs. Because we're going to lose HP at the start of the turn. So I think we may hit the condition here. But we'll see. We should be able to finish off the Buu this turn as well. So... alright, perfect. Okay, and he sealed Gogeta. Are you serious? Sealed VEGITO on the first turn that he transforms, and then seals Gogeta. Typical. Alright, well, let's fuse. There's no reason not to straight away. We don't want to lose the ability to be able to do it. But I'm not going to... not going to use his active skill. You can't super anyway. And then, yeah, if we do this... we can do this. Although, unfortunately, it's yet another situation now where God Goku's not going to get any stacks. I probably should have just put VEGITO in slot 1 and then God Goku slot 2. Because VEGITO Blue is absolutely just going to kill Buu Tanks here. Which means, so far, 0 stacks for physical God Goku. But hey, we managed to get one of the VEGITOs to fuse. So, that's we're looking good here. And then, yeah, our boy can start doing some damage. Now, the next phase is an STR phase. So if we're not able to fuse the other Goku and Vegeta, it's not the end of the world. In fact, it'd be interesting to see if we could maybe keep stacking them a little bit more and see how powerful they will become once they do eventually fuse. But it all depends on the rotation. Because we don't need to worry about having guard in an STR phase, right? So, let's see. Okay, so standby for you is available already. The fusion for them is available. Because we could just go ahead and do this, although we're not getting any defense if we do that. Do this, I guess. What's their defense now? It's only 270k. It's pretty low. I don't want to use the revival this early. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and fuse. Fuse into VEGITO. I do really I would like to do this, but we know that Tech VEGITO, like after supering, his defense could be pretty good, but he's not going to be tanking a super from this guy, right? So if we do that, I kind of do want to see how well he would do in slot 2 here, because with all the links active and everything, every link except Warrior Gods, and then you have every link except Kamehameha, which is pretty good. I don't want to use the standby because, of course, I don't want to use up the revival this early. Although, of course, watch that be my downfall here now, and Tech VEGITO Blue is just going to get annihilated. Like, once he gets off his super attacks, he should be able to tank normals perfectly fine. But, yeah, if he ends up eating the super from this BUUHAN, that's going to be really bad. But, yeah, of course, AGL VEGITO Blue can do a very nice amount of damage here. Because the problem with using the standby for the GT Vegeta is if GT Vegeta was a little bit tankier, it wouldn't be so bad. But if we use the standby on this turn, even if the attacks in slot 3 are just normals, then it's almost guaranteed that like Vegeta would die in slot 3, and then we use the revival, because it definitely is fun to see this double Vegito rotation with like the 80% attack support that the GT Vegeta gives. But yeah, I think we're pretty much guaranteed that we die and get the revival this turn if we use the Vegeta. Like I say though, I mean, chances are, like, if he super attacks Vegito Blue, then it's GG. Are you serious? Of course he did. Dodge, maybe? Nope. Okay. 518k. That's actually not as much as I thought, but obviously we're still dead, so let's jump back in. No, I should have put him in slot 3. Okay, so we are back to the STR BUUHAN phase. God Goku got sealed multiple times again, so we'll see how we get on here with Vegito. I think probably, I don't want to use the active skill straight away. I think we could probably just go for putting Godku in slot 1 here. But Godku, like, no stacks whatsoever, so we definitely are going to be relying on him to actually get the dodges here. Okay, so we'll do this, and then we'll give you those. So we've got the links, all the links with the Vegito Blue in the middle here. Godku actually getting the dodge. I think this might actually be the first time he's been able to super attack because of the ceiling. That first phase, man. You really notice the impact, right, when your characters who need to super attack to get built up are getting sealed repeatedly in the first couple of turns, because it just makes such a big difference, right? Like this BUUHAN, we can tank the normals for double digits with the guard, so that's good. We really want to dodge this though. Come on, Godku. There you go. You can not dodge the normals that do double digits all day long, but let's not get hit by the super attack, thank you. And then Vegito Blue, 11 million on this turn. Very good. We don't need to worry about crits or anything because we've got type advantage here. So we should be able to do a pretty nice bit of damage. And then, of course, Tech Vegito Blue in slot 3. Going to get a few attacks off here as well. I mean, this team, once you can start getting everybody juiced up and going like full power mode, if we can get through the second and third phase as quickly as possible, that's where we can then fully take over, and the last part of the fight is going to be a lot quicker, right? Because the last two phases don't have anywhere near as much HP. So once these guys get going, we should be able to start flying through here. And of course, all of these 12 key supers from Vegito Blue, lowering BUUHAN's attack, which leaves us in a very good place for the rest of this phase now. Because no one on the team, really, with him being attack lowered a few times already, no one on the team post-super now should take damage from his normal attacks. So that works out really nicely. And then, of course, Tech Vegito Blue here. Going to throw out all of his attacks, have the dodge chance in slot 3, which again, not super important for this turn because he's already supered and we know we can tank all the normals, but very good damage here as well. And then, yeah, there's the dodges, so good stuff. And then we can get our fusion with this Vegito as well. So we'll go ahead and do this. We do need to do, before the domain runs out, because that'll be annoying, we need to do the active skill with future Gohan so we can get the permanent buff. So I'm going to do this just in case it does kill him. We don't want to lose the other Vegito Blue. But we'll go ahead and do this. We'll save the active skill because, of course, the active skill giving the 100% dodge, that could be very, very useful once we get to the next phase and the Blue tanks can rotation lock you, which is, of course, super annoying. So there we go, there's our good old what if active skill. This gives Gohan a permanent buff, so now he's going to be looking very good here on this turn. Yeah, I think we probably do just keep him here and float off Gogeta. I don't want to use the final Kamehameha for Gogeta just yet, so we'll go ahead and do this and then do this. So we should be able to do a lot of damage this turn. Hopefully we are killing him this turn, because of course we would be getting the Dokkan attack on the next turn, and that's going to be a really good start for taking out this third phase if we can go straight into it and get the Dokkan attack on the first turn. Whereas getting it against this guy now, when his HP is already quite low, would be pretty annoying. So, alright, Vegito does at least get one additional super. I was about to say, that'd be the worst possible timing for Vegito Blue to have terrible super attack RNG. But get some more attack lowers in here. Future Gohan should do a lot of damage here as well. And then, of course, Gogeta in slot 3. Pretty much guarantee that we are finishing him off this turn. Dodge this, maybe? Yep, there we go. Probably wouldn't have done that much, but we'll always taking 0 damage, right? So, and Future Gohan here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Get an additional super, that should be GG. And there we go. Alright, so Future Gohan, still a great unit for this team. Future Gohan and... who's the other one? There's one other unit. Future Gohan and the GT Duo are the only 2 units on the team not getting the full 200% lead. Of course he did. Alright, well... them being in slot 1 is really awkward, so I think we probably just go ahead and do this. Oh, of course, the animation's still on. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and do this. The quicker we get out of this phase, honestly, the better. So, I'm just going to do this. If he doesn't super in slot 1, there's the possibility that Vegeta survives, but I wouldn't count too highly on it. So it's kind of annoying because it means we don't get the support. We're not going to do any real extra damage this turn. We will drop the Spirit Bomb though, which of course is going to do some very good damage. So go ahead and do this. We're obviously not going to get 6 orbs for Godku, but it's not really important. Not even going to get 3 orbs for Godku, but... oh, it's only 150k. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, Vegeta will actually be able to do some pretty good damage this turn then. And then we obviously are going to get a full heal, which is great because we've got both our Vegetos fused. I mean, we'd get a full heal from the revival anyway, right? But at least we're actually able to do some damage here. I don't know how much HP we've actually got left. Will we survive this other normal attack? No. Only just, though. That would have been great if Vegito Blue had been able to attack as well. But there we go. We're going to drop the GT Spirit Bomb. Type advantage. The GT Duo didn't really get sealed, I think, at all in the first phase. So they should be able to drop a decent amount of damage here with the Spirit Bomb. We've got type advantage as well, so we're not relying on a crit. So yeah, let's see. Big old Spirit Bomb. Alright, this is it. How much damage are we doing with this? Nice, we get the crit. 41 mil. Goodbye, Boo Tanks. So that sets us up really nicely here now for this this phase here. And then, although man, we gotta be so careful with the. You obviously can't go in slot 1. If we put you in slot 1, we do have the high chance to dodge. So we are basically relying on the dodge here because this Boo Piccolo supers in slot 1 like pretty much every single turn. It's very rare that he doesn't, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I mean, we could literally, if Vegito doesn't dodge, we potentially just straight up die. But we'll see how we get on here. You can take double digits from the normals. Okay, he didn't super immediately, typical. But I mean, Vegito gets to attack here. I mean, it doesn't really matter because Vegito was taking the normals for double digits anyway. But there's going to be another one of those situations where he's actually not going to super in slot 1 like he always does, and he's going to super take Vegito Blue like the first clip. Alright, so we're not getting a lot of crits here, but I mean, you can see, as we've said, right, like the Boo Piccolo and the Buff Boo don't have anywhere near as much HP as the other phases. Like the fact that we're not getting crits, but we're still actually doing damage to him does go to show how much less HP and defense that these guys have. So if we were getting crits here with Vegito Blue, we would be absolutely melting this guy's health away. I mean, took off 3 bars with no crits. 338k. I mean, that's not too bad considering we're on full HP. 12 million here from Tech Vegito Blue as well is pretty nice. These additional supers that he's getting, mine's built for full crit. He very easily could kill him here. And to be honest, if he doesn't, future Gohan probably is going to. And we took the big damage as well, which means we can go ahead on the next turn and use the other Vegito Blue active skill and get the 100% dodge chance. So looking pretty good here. Yeah, future Gohan should be able to finish him off. Yeah, nice. Even the normal probably kills him. Yep, good stuff. Right, so this is what I was saying, right? Everyone gets juiced up, and then the last part of the event goes by a lot faster because everyone's gone like full power mode, basically. So, are you serious? We are about 5% HP away from being able to use the active skill with Vegito Blue. That's super annoying. But it is what it is, so I guess we'll go ahead and do this. We will get the 18 key super at least when Gogeta attacks, and then we'll go ahead and do that. Very, very annoying that we were so close to the active skill. Could that be our undoing here? No, we dodged the super, perfect. And then we're tanking the normals for double digits anyway. Like I say, everyone else on the rotation should be able to tank normals for double digits. I mean, the GT duo definitely will, because they're going to get a bunch of supers and they have 50% damage reduction. STR Blue Gogeta, I mean, his post-super defense should be good enough here to tank normals. And of course, you know, Vegito Blue has the potential to go ham and just finish him off. And if not, Blue Gogeta can also do the same. So with the event being a little bit easier at the end in terms of the enemy's survivability, because Buff Buu can hit really hard, right? I think his super attack does a pretty solid amount of damage, but as you can see, like, he doesn't have a lot of HP. He's just getting absolutely melted here by Vegito Blue. So Vegito Blue's probably not finishing him off, but I think Blue Gogeta is going to be able to take him out here. Yeah, look at that. He's only got like 2 and a bit health bars left. Blue Gogeta at 12 million attack stat here. So I think that's going to be all she wrote for Buff Buu on this turn. And there you go, there's the additional 12 key to finish him off. So there you go, that was the Blue Goku and Vegeta / Vegito Blue versus the BUUHAN stage. Like I say, a couple of people asked to see this team run here. Getting certain units sealed early on is super annoying for getting their build up, but as you can see, the team works very effectively, and once you get everybody transformed, Future Gohan's domain comes up. Like, we didn't even have to use either of the 5-year fusion's active skills, because unfortunately they do have a slightly annoying condition. We had the chance to use one of them a bit earlier on, but I don't like to use them super early, and then we ended up not getting to use them at all, or even the Vegito Blue ones. But yeah, the team was able to function very well, as long as the wrong unit isn't eating a super. Yeah, very explosive finish to the event. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.